What do we do when we're feeling hopeless and business just hurts so badly? Somebody posted recently about putting all of their money and 3 years into this business and just really struggling and having, I think, 2 or 3 little kids at home and just feeling like they make a little bit money, but they can never get ahead and have not recouped the investment that they made to get this business off the ground. And she was saying, I really feel like I had talked my husband into this business, and it makes me feel so sad watching him be stressed. So just first, my friends, all of you, and me on my bad days, it is totally fine for us to have big, big feelings and to feel so upset and to grapple with hopelessness and the pain of it all. But we do not make decisions from that place. We're not thinking clearly. We can't hear the Lord clearly. And so if this were me, and I was just really struggling, and I'll talk in a minute about times that I've struggled, I would just go for a walk. I would wait till the kids were asleep. If I was exhausted, I would just be like, hey, boo, I love you. We're going to go to bed right now, and we're going to wake up a little early and think about this. I would go to a coffee shop. I would go sit in adoration. I would go to a place where my body felt calm. And then I would talk to the Lord. You can talk to the Lord in adoration, and you can talk to the Lord, at a coffee shop, and you can talk to the Lord sitting on a park bench. But He knows your heart, and He loves you, and this is not what He wants for you. But often I find that when I have an idea and it's not going well and it's like a square peg in a round hole and I'm forcing it, I'm like, Lord, this is the plan and I want you to bless this plan and this is what I'm doing. I'm not very open to what He's trying to tell me. And I don't see the ways that I haven't tried everything or I'm not doing business the way that I need to be. Because, listen, I know what it feels like to be like, I took this course and I did what they said. But then I have to ask myself, did I really? I can usually find evidence that I didn't. I can usually find evidence that I was scared or desperate or didn't think that I was good enough. And maybe I fumbled the offer. And I see this all the time where, women, they create a business and then they're just like kind of scared. And then it just gets weird. They're like, okay, well now it's half off. Or now I'm going to give you like 3 extra free calls. Right? We have kind of like weird energy around it. And then the other thing is sometimes we just love our ideas so much that we're not really willing to face the fact that the marketplace doesn't. They're like, people just don't actually like our thing. The way that it is or the way that we packaged it. But we can't see that because we're just so desperate and we're going and we're going and we're growing and we're touching all of these things and it feels like we're working so hard. And so if you feel like your business isn't working, particularly if your brain is saying, I've tried all the things and I've been working so hard, right? Calm your body down. Go talk to the Lord. And just ask Him, Lord, show me where I haven't been doing it the way that you want me to do it. Or show me if you don't want me to be doing this business. But I will just say from my experience, every time I have gotten calm and brought in the Lord, He's showed me the next thing to do. And I see how I've been kind of lying to myself about trying all the things and working so hard. I can usually look back and be like, no, I see that I had weird kind of mixed up thinking. And so the way I was offering that and the way that I was selling it wasn't great. Or my website wasn't great. Or the checkout process was hard. When we can set down the feelings of desperation, hopelessness, and just look at it like a business consultant, we can usually see areas of improvement. But it's really hard to see that when we're feeling just so down and so hopeless. And listen, I have had so many days like that. I'm just like, what am I doing? I just want to close this. No one likes me. This isn't working. I hate taking time away from the kids. This is the spiral that we have. But I just promise you that God is either calling you to this business or not. Be brave enough, be humble enough to ask him if the answer is no. Because when we put a lot into it, a lot of emotion, a lot of money, a lot of energy, a lot of our reputation, when we've like sold everyone this story, it's really hard then to close it. But I always say the only reason to have a business is because God asked you to, and that's the only reason to close a business too. But if the reason that you close your business is because you prayed and God asked you to, it just doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And you can just go to your husband and say, you know what? This hasn't been working. I love you. I prayed and I really felt like God moved my heart to say that we should close this business. So now what are we going to do? It just feels soft and it feels quiet. And I'm not saying at all that this person should close her business. I have no idea. But we have to be open to hearing that. Otherwise, we pray with our fingers in our ears. And we're not really listening for the answer. We have to be willing to hear the answer of it's time to pack it in. And that may be the answer. Or it may be, hey, I need you to do it this way. So I'm praying for you. Business is just, it is a gut-wrenching emotional experience. And so we just got to cling to the Lord. He has to be our reason for doing it. I don't see how we would get through this emotional roller coaster otherwise. So I'm praying for you, all of you who are entrepreneurs and trying to navigate this. I love you. Go talk to the Lord. He has the best business plan for you, and you can trust him, whatever it is. Have a blessed day.